Wow, we're back giving a concert. It certainly is nice to be here. It's been 2 years since we've given a formal concert, so we're just grateful to be back here, and we're sure grateful to all of you to be out here listening to us tonight, and we hope we make it worth your while. So that piece was obviously our wish for you. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Usually we do this, people do it at the end of a concert, but I thought I'd twist things around a little bit and tell you right off the bat so you knew what we thought. So this next piece that we're going to play is called The Proclamation of Christmas, and it's by Stephen Bulla. And Stephen Bulla is the main arranger for the United States Marine Band, and he's woven a number of Christmas carols into this particular piece, including The First Noel, While Shepherds Watched, Angels from the Realms of Glory, and a couple of others. So it's a real intricate and majestic piece, I should say, and it's one of the more difficult pieces that we have, but it's very, very interesting. So hope you enjoy it. It's called The Proclamation of Christmas. Well, let me tell you what, we've had a few little challenges to getting this concert up here, as you might expect. You notice all the masks and the bell covers and all that sort of thing, so it's a little bit of a challenge to play with a mask on. These actually have some slits in them. I don't know if you guys can, well, like, look at Miles. Stand up, Miles, show it. That's a good one, isn't it? Who else has a funny one? Do you have a flappy one? Nobody has a flappy one on. Anyway, we've had some challenges. We've been very blessed, though, to be able to give this concert. There's really nothing like live music, you know what I mean? It really isn't. Yep, right. Right. Thank you. So this next tune, we're very fortunate that we have a cornet soloist playing for you, and she is just amazing. She has the most gorgeous tone you'll ever hear, I think. Her name is Amy Nelson. There's a bio about her in the program. She has driven down from Waukegan, which is a good 3-hour drive, 3 times this week. So 3 hours down, 3 hours back to play with us and play for you. And I know we're very grateful that she did that, and I think when you hear her, you'll think the same thing. The tune is called Red Red Rose, or My Love is a Red Red Rose. It actually has a couple of different titles. Sometimes we just call it Red Red Rose. That's sort of what I call it, or My Love is Like a Red Red Rose. It's a Scottish tune that dates back to about 1764, and it's also often published as a poem. It has beautiful lyrics in the Scottish language. No lyrics tonight. Instead, you'll be hearing the gorgeous and absolutely mellifluous tones of Amy Nelson on cornet. Would you welcome her to the stage, please? Amy Nelson. Now, have you ever heard anything played so beautifully? That grand. Really gorgeous, really gorgeous. This next one is kind of fun. It's sort of a change. I mean, they're all fun, but this is especially fun. You can listen to the percussion in the background. They've got a lot of funny little things to do. And it's called "Oh, Ye Merry Gentlemen," which of course is based on the Christmas tune, "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen." And I don't know about you, but until not too long ago, I always thought it was "God Rest Ye, comma, Merry Gentlemen," right? How many of you think it's that? Yeah. So, well, I found out, of course, it's not that. It's actually "God rest ye merry, comma, gentlemen." So merry is not an adjective modifying the gentleman. It's just part of a saying. Here you thought you weren't going to learn anything about punctuation tonight, huh? Who knew? But it's actually a saying that originated about 1534, where people would say, "God rest ye merry," which basically meant, you know, may God bless you and give you peace and happiness. So it's even heard in Shakespeare's play "As You Like It," which was written in 1599. So this saying goes way back, and the tune itself, the Christmas Carol, they think it could be as early as 16th century, but it was published in 1760, around that time. So it's a pretty old piece and a very fun piece, and I think this composer was clever because he changed the name completely and just called it "Oh, Ye Merry Gentlemen." So he didn't have to worry about the comma, but here he is using that merry as an adjective again. Right. So anyway, I think you'll enjoy it. We like playing it. It's fun. So this is "Oh, Ye Merry Gentlemen," arranged by William Gordon. This next piece is by Peter Graham, who has arranged and written a lot of pieces for brass bands. He's another English fellow, and the British brass band, or I should say the brass band tradition, comes from England primarily, so that's why a lot of the composers are English, obviously. This is called The Wonder of Christmas, which is what I've titled tonight's show, because obviously the wonder of Christmas is Jesus born in a stable in Bethlehem. So we're thinking about that tonight, and the tune that this piece weaves into is "Sea Amid the Wintertime." I personally don't know that. Does anybody know that tune? But I think you'll like this. Oh, you do. Of course, Donna Ozinga knows every tune on the planet Earth. Way to go, Donna. Yay, Donna Ozinga. Whee! Anyway, you can sing along while we play this, all right? You'll probably be the only person in the audience that knows what it is. Actually, we're not supposed to sing, but no, I won't tell. She can sing behind her mask, right? So this is The Wonder of Christmas by Peter Graham. So, how many of you know what a troika is? Troika? Oh, come on. Donna Ozinga? Yes, she knows. I knew it. What's a troika, Donna Ozinga? It's a Russian sleigh. Or it could be, you may have heard it as a three people or three nations coming together to work together for a common goal. A troika, like Paris troika, you know. And this particular piece, so you have to now set the stage. So you got to use your imagination here a little bit, guys. So think of a bunch of snow on the ground. All right, and then think that you're out in the snow in the woods with your loved ones, and you're riding in a horse-drawn carriage with 3 horses in the front, and it's a sleigh basically, and you're zipping through on the snow at night, and it's just really a brisk on your face, and the snow's coming down, and then you should be all set for this next piece. It's by Sergei Prokofiev, and it's called Troika, and it's really cool. It really is. So have a listen. Troika.
Good evening, my name is Stan Kane. I'm the president of the Brass Band of Central Illinois, and I certainly want to welcome you here this evening on behalf of the entire band. As Sharon mentioned, we're so glad to be back playing for you live, and we're really missed you the last 2 years. Unfortunately, we didn't know what was going to happen last year when we played our last concert here, which was 2 years ago. but we didn't know what was going to happen really in the rest of the world either. But we're really glad to be back here tonight and playing for you and hoping you're enjoying the concert so far. I just want to take a couple moments and introduce or make some comments about the band and share some information about our upcoming season. This year marked our 17th year. We couldn't present our spring concert like we normally do in May, but we still started our 17th year nonetheless. We were able to play 3 times this summer, outdoor concerts. We went to Metamora on July 2nd and played there in their town square, kind of a 4th of July theme. And then on July 14th, we were invited back to play again for the residents at Evergreen Place Assisted Living in Normal. And then on July 22nd, about a week later, we played again at the Connie Link Amphitheater outdoors in Normal. Next year, in 2022, we're planning a full concert season, if possible. We don't know, but we'll see what happens. We want to begin with our spring concert in May 14th. We plan to welcome a special guest. We had planned to have Dorothy Gates join us 2 years ago and even last year, but again, because of COVID, we had to postpone that. So we want to welcome Dorothy Gates to our concert on May 14th. She's the senior music producer for the Salvation Army, Eastern Territory, New York, and she's also the composer in residence for the New York Staff Band. She's a trombonist, and we want her to join us and we'll play some of her featured works throughout the concert, and she's even going to let us premiere new arrangements that she has made especially commissioned for our band. So again, more information and updates about our upcoming concert season you can find on our website, bbcil.org. Although we weren't able to perform in 2020 and even part of this year, we have been hanging on and maintaining our organization. All of our concerts are still free, and we plan to keep that target or goal throughout the upcoming year. We want to let you know that we do get some grants, and that's been able to sustain us throughout the year, but yet we still have some unknowns, of course, and some challenges that lie ahead, so we'll see how those go. We do also accept donations during our concerts from our audience, and many of you know that, have been here before. We greatly appreciate those. If you want to support us tonight, we will circulate some donation baskets at the beginning of the second half of the program, right during that first piece that we play. So for those of you who are watching us online or via live stream, which is a first time for us, by the way, you can also donate to us through our website, or there's a QR code on the printed program that's online for those watching the live stream. Either way, we want you to know that your donations are strictly optional. There's no pressure, no obligation at all for you to contribute. More importantly, we want you to be here at our concerts, again, whether they're in person or even online, and we hope you continue to support us with your presence. If you haven't done so already, please fill out the contact slip that's in your program. If you want to be on our contact list or mailing list, this is a great way to do that. We'll collect those slips during the intermission, or I'm sorry, right after the intermission when we're doing the donations. Also, if you want to be entered for the raffle that we're going to hold later in the concert, for one of these beautiful poinsettias, we're going to give away 12 of these. Please fill out that slip. Again, if you haven't done it already, do so during intermission so that you don't miss your chance to be either added to our mailing list or register for the raffle. We'll collect those slips again right at the beginning of the second half. So we don't want you to miss out on that opportunity. Kind of towards the end of our concerts, or usually at the end of our concerts, we always have some refreshments in the lobby. We're not able to do that this year because of some restrictions here at ISU. And hopefully we'll be able to do that next year. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But nonetheless, we want to make sure that you, if you can, stick around after the concert. Some of us will be out in the lobby, and you can certainly socialize with us if you want to. Amy Nelson is also going to be selling some of her CDs in the lobby, I think during intermission as well as the end of the concert, so check that out. Again, thank you so much for being with us tonight to help us celebrate the holiday season. We hope our concerts bring you some joy and some holiday spirit. Let's get back to the program and enjoy the rest of the concert, and thank you for supporting the brass band of Central Illinois.
This next tune is by Robert Redhead, and it's based on the hymn, Fairest Lord Jesus. It's not really a Christmas tune, I guess, but it's just a piece I really like a lot, and I think, you know, with the hymn, Fairest Lord Jesus, that fits right into the Christmas theme. So I think it's just a really fun piece, and at the end you'll hear a lot of great percussion. So, Fanfare of Praise. So I want to have a shout out, just a little shout out, because I have some people that are watching online. I don't know if you guys, I hope you knew that this was also live streamed. So we have some, for the first time we've ever done that. So we're happy about that. And I wanted a shout out to my freshman and sophomore and college theory professor, music theory professor, Dr. Arthur Cora. So hi, I know he's online watching. So Dr. Cora, hello. And I also want to say hi to my friend in Florida who's watching, Mike Black and his family. So Mike, how you doing? Thanks for watching. So hope you'll indulge me on that. So now we're going to bring our soloist back, which I'm delighted about, to play the oldest Canadian Christmas carol. It's called the Huron Carol. It was written in 1634 by a Jesuit missionary and was written in the Huron-Wendat people's native language, which the title of it meant, Jesus, He is Born. And we have just, again, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I can think of no one who will make it more beautiful than Amy Nelson. So please welcome her to the stage for Huron Carol. I have one more little shout out, if you'll indulge me also, and that is my mom is here tonight, and on January 13th, she turns 100 years old. She's right there. Right there. I've been really blessed to have her at so many of my concerts, just for years and years and years. What a supportive mother she is, and I love her dearly, and it's pretty cool that she's going to turn 100 years old, so, yeah. This next tune is arranged by kind of our own personal arranger that we have in the band, Tom Fotten. And he has arranged and written a lot of different tunes for our band, and this is one of them that he has done. It's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And it's really a very nice arrangement, and it features several soloists. Tom Fotten, wave if you would, Tom. And then Miles Singleton on flugelhorn. Wave, Miles. There you go. Yep. And then Michael Archer on trombone, back there. And also Dan Weil on euphonium has a nice little solo. So you can listen for those. And I'm wondering, and Donna Ozinga, you can't answer this because you've already had all the questions answered, so you're out. So this was made famous in a movie sung by Judy Garland. It was in 1944. Who knows what movie it was? Am I going to have to call on Donna Ozinga? Come on, she probably knows. Somebody knows way back there. Yeah, what is it? You got it. Meet Me in St. Louis. All right, give them a poinsettia. Maybe you'll win later. Anyway, so it was made famous in that movie. It's kind of a sad song, if you know that. So we're not going to really play it sad because, you know, I don't want anybody to be sad. So we're going to have a little up-tempo, and it's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Our sincere wishes to you and your family. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. And we've got a Tom Fotten arrangement of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Now we get to bring Amy Nelson back. Yay! Another jazzy tune, and this is a tune that was written not so long ago, 1934, I think it is, and by Coots and Gillespie, if I'm recalling that correctly. Anyway, a singer by the name of Eddie Cantor, which I'm sure my mom knows, but I don't know about the rest of you. Probably Don knows Eddie Cantor, right? But anyway, Eddie Cantor made it famous when he sang it, and in 24 hours, they sold 500,000 copies of sheet music and 30,000 records. And that was way, way, way before the internet, so that was quite a feat. So it's been done over 200 times by all kinds of different artists like the Temptations, the Jackson 5, Frank Sinatra, Mariah Carey, and God knows who else, who knows. But unfortunately you won't hear the tunes or the words tonight, but you will hear the tune, and we're gonna bring Amy Nelson back on to play for you, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. How'd you like that E flat part? Did you hear that one, Brandon? What's that from? It's a circus march. Entry of the Gladiators by Julius Fuchik. Ever hear that? All these musical trivia. Okay, so we've come to the part where we're going to give away these lovely poinsettias, or as we have called them before. What did we call them before? Remember, I forget now. Some roses or something. Anyway, we've got some poinsettias. So one of you lucky winners, actually 12 of you lucky winners will be getting some of those. Do you have the raffle tickets there? And I'd like to ask the Myers kids up here. And let's see, Michelle, are your kids coming up? Okay, cool. Come on stage, guys. Here we go. Chop, chop. All right, so these are some of the progeny of some of the band members here. So we've got some Myers kids here, and we've also got a little bit of Carnahan kids, right? Okay, so here we go. Lucinda McCluskey. All right, good. All right, so you don't have to come down here. You don't have to come down. Just remember that your name was called, and after the concert, come up here and Stan will, yes, he's the guy who will give you your winnings. Okay. That was Caleb Myers. He picked Melanie Vales. Yay, you get a poinsettia. Very bottom. Thanks, Owen. That's Owen Myers. And Julie Poirier. I'm probably butchering that. Okay, Julie, you win too, girl. How about it? By the way, hi, Robin. Robin Hogan. All right. That's Gracie Myers. And we have Linda Kruger. Linda, where are you? Okay, you win. And Annabelle picks Norma Ballard. Norma? Oh, wow. How'd you guys figure that out? That's a 1 in a million chance. This is a very wrinkled one. Sabrina picks this one, and it's Gary and Susan White. Gary, you guys will have to share yours, okay? Simon Myers, and he picks Flora Foltz. Flora, where are you? Are you related to Tracy Foltz?
Yes, she's my daughter.
Well, I wondered. I went to school with her, so. You win. Oh, the balcony, okay. He's shooting for the balcony here. We're hoping for the balcony. Nancy Brady. Nancy Brady? All right, Nancy, you win. And Owen picks Nancy Warner. Do we get a balcony person? He's shooting for the, oh, there we go. And Gracie picks Julie Byrne. Julie? Oh, right. In the back of the house. Yay. And Annabelle picks Maria Galloway. Where's Maria? Oh, now come on. What's going on? All three of you guys win? What? I don't know, man. That's kind of fishy. A little fishy on that one. I think you paid them off, didn't you? Yeah. And last one. Oh, Dan Bryant, are you here? Hi, Dan Bryant. I'm so glad to see you, and you win a poinsettia. Yay.
All you winners, just meet me down here right after the concert.
So while they're dimming the lights here, this next piece, I have to tell you, I have a long history with this next piece, Russian Christmas music. And it was a piece in high school, in the high school band, which actually Tracy Foltz was in too, by the way, your daughter. And also, the band director's name was Robert Allen, and he probably is the reason I'm in music at all, and I went into music. And gosh, we just had such a wonderful band. And this was a piece that we played, and it was, oh, it just raised the hair on the back of your neck. It was so stunningly wonderful. So this is an arrangement, a brass band arrangement, because this piece was arranged for, or was written by Alfred Reed for symphonic band, and this is an arrangement. It's slightly shorter than Russian Christmas music, because I think that's like 10 minutes long, and this one's about 6 maybe, so. But it has just some hair-raising parts to it. So I hope you love it as much as I think we all do. And one of the nice things is we had a little rest now for our lips, because they might be hurting just a little bit. Because you know what? We haven't played that many concerts, so everybody's kind of out of shape, basically. But they don't sound it, do they? They sound good. But the really, really neat thing is that Mr. Allen, Mr. Robert Allen, my high school band director at Normal Community, by the way, his daughter is here, one of his daughters, and her name is Patty Allen Arian, and she's sitting right here in the front, and I'm so, so honored to have you here, and it just makes my heart feel good to see you. And you know, we have this connection with your dad and with the music. She was in the band also, and this was something that we just loved. And so I hope you love it as much as we do. It's called Russian Christmas Music, and I want to dedicate this to Mr. Robert Allen and his daughter, Patty Allen. Wasn't that cool? Patty, did you feel it, girl? All right, what a cool piece. And I got to tell you, my favorites are the horns. Yeah. I love it, I love it. Did you hear them come in? Oh boy, all right. What a great piece. Anyway, so at this point, we usually have a sing-along. And unfortunately, the rules here will not permit us to do that. So I guess, I don't know if you can hum or whatever, but instead we're going to have the lovely voice, and I do mean lovely voice, of Kelly Rakowskis. And this time, since you guys won't be able to sing over her, you'll be able to hear just exactly how beautiful her voice is, and it is truly beautiful. So please, maybe think the words or whatever. I'm sorry about the fact that we can't do that, just like I'm sorry we can't have cookies. But at least we got to give a show, and you guys all got to come out here, and we're so happy to have you here. So thank you so much for making the effort. And I know Mr. Allen used to say that he didn't feel like his job was much of a job because he got to do what he enjoyed. And I can also say that I'm very, very lucky to be able to be in front of this group of incredible musicians. It's my privilege. They're awesome. So now we have our pseudo sing-along, and we'll just end this with some nice Christmas carols with Kelly Rakowskis singing them beautifully. So Kelly.
nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Is Amy still here?